With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
And here's Wilson to throw right away. Open man is Palmer. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Wilson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They find some open field here. There's the stiff arm. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards on the ground. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now Wilson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. John, 17. 6, Mega.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
10 seconds.
Back to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson toward the pylon, caught. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Taylor. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 2. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 5. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. The
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Wilson. And yet again, it's McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Jaguars had 10-3 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get this off to Taylor. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready, set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here we go. 43 rail. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Touchdown, Cowboys! So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. 137 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
97.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Ready up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this is caught. He hits more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, set. You tell it.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they